and we're going to be showing you some jewelry. Awesome. So if you've never been here before, if you don't know how this works, we'll be showing the pieces here live on Facebook. And if you see something you like, just leave a comment below and claim it. Say mine, sold, whatever you want. Just let us know you want it and we will set it aside for you. We will take payments after the show. You can call us here at the shop, 505-862-9443, or message us on Facebook, or we'll follow up with you. So, welcome back. Let's get into it. We've got some really awesome pieces today. We've got some vintage pieces, and we have some not so vintage pieces, but they're all beautiful. So,
yeah.
Let's get into it. Oh, do you want to introduce yourself, Kelly?
Sure. Hi, my name is Kelly Marshall, and I am a proud member of the Colorado River Indian Tribes in Parker, Arizona, and currently residing here in Albuquerque. So thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming. We've had a couple new hosts lately, and we're just kind of branching out and starting some new shows, and we need help. So thank you. We really appreciate you coming in today, and hopefully we'll have you on a little bit more. And everybody knows Sheena.
Hey guys.
All right, well, let's get into it. The first few pieces are Hopi, actually. We're seeing few and far between some of the beautiful Hopi pieces. It's a Richard Ortiz. He came in probably around the time COVID was happening, and unfortunately we didn't get a chance to sell his work right away with all the chaos. And thankfully we finally got some of these pieces out, and he is known for his overlay. As you may know, let me just take this down. Oh, can't hear me. As you may know, the Hopi tribe is known for their overlay work, and he is a prime example of that. This first piece here is, all three of these are his actually, is one of his designs. They're usually some kind of pattern, and overlay is made by overlaying a piece of silver on top of another piece of silver. The top piece of silver has been cut, usually by hand with a saw. The bottom piece of silver is oxidized black, and then when they're laid together, the top piece is adhered to the bottom piece, and you can see the bottom piece, the oxidation through the cutout. Pretty awesome.
Now a closer look. There you go. How shiny it is, and the cut, everything.
Really awesome. Hello everyone. Hi Terry. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey,
Hi Emily.
Stafford, hello from California.
Susan.
Christine.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for joining us today. Check out that piece.
How pretty it is.
Yeah, awesome. You want to put it on?
Yeah, let's put it on here.
It's not super common that we have Hopi pieces these days. We need to make more trips over there. A lot of our co-op members are from the Pueblos. We don't have anyone in-house that is Hopi right now. We do have a lot of relations between the Pueblos, but as you had seen, many of our artists are from Santo Domingo. We do a lot of work with Cochiti, Laguna, but we don't have any members in-house that are Hopi. So it's a blessing to get one of these pieces.
Yeah, that's pretty nice too. Nice.
Yeah, Hallmark. Do you want to show the Hallmark? Susan wants to see.
Oh yeah.
So I believe his first name is really Franklin, but he goes by Richard, and the Hallmark is F.R. Ortiz, if you can see that on the back. How much, Debbie asks. So this is a flash sale, so we're going to be taking 20% off today of our normal prices. This piece is normally priced at $500. And all three of his pieces today will be going for $400.
Ooh.
So you save $100 today. And we will honor that deal for the next 24 hours. Remember?
What size?
Yeah, hello. Do you mind measuring the size?
Yeah.
your reps in.
Inches like 5 inches, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So we're looking at, what, a size 6?
Right there.
Let me try real
Yeah.
fast. Let me have that. All right, so when we measure a bracelet, we go around the cuff and we measure both the cuff size and the gap size, and then we add those two together.
Oh, okay.
So, and everyone does a little bit different, but
Mhm.
usually a lot of times people will just say the wrist size, which is the combination. I like to give both because it's good to know that gap size. You might have seen some bracelets that are real
Oh,
small,
yeah.
and you know that, oh, that's too big for me, or that'll fall off.
Like,
So we're looking at a size 5 1/4 is the cuff size, which is we consider small, with a gap of 1 and just about 1/4, 1 1/8. So we're looking at a 6 3/8 altogether, 6 1/2, 6 to 6 1/2. This can bend a little bit. We can open and close that gap. So you're looking at a 6 to a 6 1/2 inch wrist. And when you measure your wrist, you want to go right underneath those wrist bones and go around, and I'm a 6 1/2. So yeah, one more look at that bracelet. That is Hopi, Richard Ortiz, size 6 to 6 1/2. On sale today for $400 off. All right. Next, we have number 2.
Number 2.
Oh, that's an interesting design.
Oh yeah. Another cluster of here.
So again, this is also a Hopi piece. It's kind of a variation of the Hopi wave. If you look at our logo for Turquoise Skies, we actually had a Hopi artist design our logo for us. His name is Dwayne Koyowina, and he incorporated the Hopi wave, which is that spiral-like wave you see right there in the middle. I've seen it put together like this before in more of a kachina face, so kind of like a mask. And the wave usually signifies water, but it also could signify solar waves or the sun waves. But both of them, either way, are a symbol of life for the Hopi people. And of course, water and sunlight are both essential elements of life. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That's beautiful.
I'm gonna give you this one. I'd like to try this one on.
And I believe this is the same size as number 1 too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's double check here real fast. So if you have a wrist size 6 to 6 1/2, this one, yep, same size.
Yeah.
5 1/4, probably a 1 1/8 inch
Mm-hmm.
gap. Yep. Good eye.
So you gotta get the second one if you're in the first one. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, matching set.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It doesn't fit nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. One more piece from Franklin. I'm sorry, Richard. Franklin Richard, FR.
FR.
This is kind of an unusual pattern. It is a variation on the Hopi wave, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had more information for you.
That one's pretty cool. I haven't seen one like this.
It's got a little bit
That's pretty.
smaller of a gap. I think
Yeah.
that's. Hi, Debbie. Also, the corn leaf life. That's right, Susan. Thank you for sharing. Oh, Susan, you have some Ortiz overlay?
Mm.
Nice. Yeah, he's a really well-known artist. I don't see a ton of his pieces coming through right now, but usually all the big, well-known galleries in Santa Fe will carry his work. He's just a master craftsman. Yeah. If these if we get a hold of them again, we'll try to get more pieces. But honestly, we don't see them very much. So these are we only have a few of his pieces. So if you see something and you want one of his pieces, grab it up. Awesome. Yeah, the heartbeat. Angela says this pattern reminds her of
It
the
does.
heartbeat.
Yeah. The EKG.
Yeah, totally. And you're a nurse, right?
Yeah. That's what I was
Are you a nurse
thinking,
too?
but I didn't
No,
want to like.
I'm in financial services.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's number 3.
That's number 3.
Is that
So-
also a 6.5?
So how much is that on sale today for Kelly?
This one is
So originally 500.
Mm-hmm.
Today it's 20% off, on sale for $400.
$400.
$400.
Yeah. Thank you, Marco. Marco will be posting the description in the feed. Marilyn saying thank you. Yes, great for us nurses. All right, we have more nurses in the house. So you're nursing. Where are you nursing right now?
Right now it's in Santa Fe. I've been working in different clinics. So yeah, mostly in the Santa Fe area, and in Albuquerque I did most of the clinics here too. So yeah, Santa Fe.
Well, thanks for being our front liner.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah.
All right, moving on to number 4. And that looks like a Wilson Begay piece.
Oh,
Yeah, Wilson Begay, Navajo, in the Gallup area.
yes.
Beautiful
Very beautiful.
turquoise and coral,
Mhm.
segmented by handmade silver beads, and complemented by his elaborate stamp work that he's known for. Awesome. The turquoise is probably Kingman. He made this design. I saw a lot of this style that he was doing in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
This is not a brand new piece. It may be vintage. Vintage is 25 years or older, so anything that's before 1995 now? Wow. Is
Oh.
vintage?
Doesn't seem that long ago.
Dirty
I know, it doesn't. Can you believe it?
This is very pretty.
Kingman turquoise, and that particular color of coral, you may have heard this a few times, is called oxblood coral. And that is because of the color, that deep red. I don't know why they chose oxblood, but I guess it's easier to remember or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wilson Begay. This piece is number 4, and so this retails for $450. It is on sale today for $360. So
What?
yeah,
Wow.
What's the size on that one?
yeah. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
You wanna do it?
Okay. This size in there. Basic right here.
Yep, about 5.5. for the
5.5
cuff.
cup, and then the gap.
And the gap is it's a 1-inch gap.
A 1-inch gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking at a 6.5-inch wrist. We can close it down slightly, so maybe a 6 1/4 to 6 3/4. We can definitely open it up at least 1/2 inch. So it's a larger bracelet, and yeah, that's right, Susan. Wilson is no longer with us. He was making a lot of jewelry in the late 70s to early 2000s, and it is most likely vintage because he did the bulk of his work in the 80s and 90s. I can't tell you 100%. This was we did purchase this piece from a family that that came in. I guess it wasn't a purchase. We did a trade actually. It was a Navajo family from the Gallup area who had one of his pieces, and they had a couple pieces, and they wanted a squash blossom for ceremony, and we had a squash blossom, and we traded some work for work, and yeah, we've had this piece from that.
Nice.
Yeah. How much is number 4 again? It was originally $450 on sale today for $360.
$360. That's a good deal.
Yeah, great deal, great price.
Yeah. Then that's number 4.
If you have been to Albuquerque or the Santa Fe area, you know that these prices are significantly lower than in the galleries in town. We work directly with artists here in our shop. We've got co-op members in our nonprofit co-op, and then we also work with a lot of local artists in the area, and you basically cut out a lot of middlemen by going through us. So the prices are reflective of that. Thank you everyone for relaying the prices. All right.
Alrighty.
Moving on, we have a coral cluster. Again, that red, almost oxblood. There's almost like a kind of a burnt orange, like
Yeah, it's like a burnt orange.
yeah. Cluster design, a triple cluster on a 3-shank silver cuff. MC, that's Mark.
That's what Calabaza.
Calabaza, right? Okay,
Yeah.
Calabaza, that's right. Mark Calabaza.
Mark Calabaza.
He's also in the Gallup area. I see his work coming out from a couple groups there. Again, this was a trade piece. I do trade with a lot of artists. We also buy direct from artists, and we also have our artists in shop that sell. And yep, this is a coral and silver bead cluster bracelet. 3 pendants.
Ooh, that's gorgeous. This on here.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great.
It's so shiny.
It looks good with your green.
It does. Look at
Yeah.
that green there.
It's like Christmas on
It's
your
like
wrist.
Christmas. It's very fall right now too.
Yeah, red is a fall color.
Yeah.
The leaves are changing this weekend.
Yeah, they are. I
And
think they'll be popping in like a week and a half probably.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I drove up to Pecos. It was a little chilly,
Yeah.
and I noticed some of the leaves changing colors. My kids, my 2 daughters, they wanted to go camping. I went camping a couple times this month with a buddy. He was scouting an area for hunting,
Oh, wow.
and so they were jealous that they didn't get to go camping. And
Aw.
so we went this weekend to Pecos.
Oh, cool. What kind of game?
He got a deer tag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we found some cool elk.
Oh, nice.
Elk. Got a lot of elk bones, and
Mhm.
our hunting grounds, we actually saw a lot of elk. Very few deer, unfortunately. But we can bring the antlers in here, but we can't bring the bones.
Oh.
Some of some of the pueblos, it's
Mhm.
we don't want to have some of the animal parts in shop.
Yeah.
It's sacred.
Mhm.
So anyway, I'm getting off track.
Yeah.
This bracelet, the coral cluster bracelet, is originally priced at $500. Again, $100 off today. We'll be selling that for $400.
400. Wow.
What was the size on that?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
what is
nice.
the size?
I don't know.
Thank you, Cindy. Can we do it?
Go for
All
it.
right. Maybe I should do it on camera here. See if I
Alright,
can reach
go
over.
for it.
Okay, so I like to measure the around the cuff. That will be a 5 and just about 5 1/4. Kind of stuck on this terminal cap. Yeah, 5 1/4. You can see that. 5 1/4. With this is a really big gap.
Yeah, it was like a 7.
1 1/2. So 1 1/2 to 1 3/4. So this is a
7 and
6 3/4 to 7. large wrist. We can squeeze that down.
Mm-hmm.
I can probably do a 6.5 inch wrist. Probably can't take it up any further. That's it's great. $400 today.
400.
Yep. Next,
Okay, next.
number 6. This one.
six.
Oh, I didn't know who this was. We got this
Oh,
whole
yeah.
batch of. It's so much easier when I get to meet the artists in person and they come in and then I remember who they are and then I remember their piece.
Mhm.
Like Richard when he came in, you know, then you can't forget because
Mhm.
you get their whole personality and the story and
Mhm.
we invite them to come on the shows and I wish more would come on. It's kind of hard being on camera. You know, it's not for everybody. Everyone gets a little gun shy.
Stage fright.
Stage fright, yeah. Anyway, coral row bracelet. I believe it's one of the Sandoval artists. I don't know the first name. It's only stamped S. You can see that hallmark there. It's S. I believe it's Sandoval. It's got some beautiful stamp work. Kind of floral. Maybe like feathers or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I like that a lot.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
This is a coral row bracelet. They call it a row bracelet because everything is lined up in a row. Row bracelet. A little bit of file work done.
Yeah.
I think those are feathers.
They look like feathers, yeah.
These are some older pieces. Older as in at least the last 10, 15 years. Like the Wilson Begay, that's probably 25 years, so we can consider that vintage.
I
Mm-hmm.
think Cindy wants that one, but she was
Oh.
also asking about layaway, if you want to explain that.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you, Cindy. She wants a bracelet, so that bracelet's yours. Are we talking about this bracelet, the row bracelet, Cindy?
Number 5?
Number 6.
What was the size on it?
Ding, ding, ding. Yay! Yeah. Thank you, Jess. Congratulations, Cindy. Yes. It is. Yep. It's about a 5 3/4 with 1 inch gap, so we've got a 6 3/4 to. It could be a 7. We could open that up. So Cindy, if you want to take one of these and write down Cindy's information,
Mhm.
her name, and the bracelet and the price.
Okay.
That is number 6. That was $425, and it's on sale for $340. We make sure that because we had 2 coral bracelets, right? Was the one before that coral? Yep, she's going for number 6. She got it before we even got to the pricing and stuff. If you see something you like, you have to jump on it. If something comes up and you know you want it, you see Cindy jumped on it, it's gone. These pieces are one of a kind. A lot of these pieces we can't replicate. We do have artisan shop. If you really want an attempt at a replication, I'm sure we've got some talent that can do stuff. But with some of these stones and the age of the pieces, they're just things you can't reproduce. So if you see something you like, jump on it, it's yours. And usually there's only one of a kind, and that's all there is, and that's all we got. So congratulations, Cindy.
Yay.
All right. Number 7. Ooh.
This one's cool.
Yeah, these next 3 pieces are old. Really old. This is thanks to Jessica Ruth, who did some traveling last year and found a private collection of Fred Harvey era bracelets. And if you know Fred Harvey, these are probably 1940s, 1930s, 1940s.
Wow.
Really old. Yeah, all hand stamp, handwork. The turquoise and the Fred Harvey usually end up greenish. And that is because usually they've been touched over time. And the oils from your skin get in the turquoise. Turquoise is it's hard. It's a rock. It's hard like glass, but
Mhm.
it's very porous and it absorbs everything it touches. So over a long period of time, the oils from your skin will get in. And there's copper is one of the elements in turquoise. And when you see copper tarnish, have you ever seen copper rust? It turns green. Well, that's what's happening inside the bracelet. So let me just put this up here to show you. Any 7.5 Stanford? Where's that big bracelet? This one was about a 7. We don't have any 7.5 today.
Yeah.
We can make you something.
Yeah, it's a 7.
Yeah, closest we have is a 7 right now. Hey Devin, do you have a 7.5 up there? Let's see if he's watching. Come running down.
I know, right? Then all silver.
Cindy's interested in layaway. I guess I should explain layaway. If you don't mind writing layaway on her sheet.
Sure.
So the layaway program we have here, we ask for 25% down and 25% a month until you're paid off. We can do these on any piece that is $250 or more. You can bundle together if you buy a couple pieces, and we can put them all in the same ticket. But yes, we do have layaway. If you're interested in that and you want some more information, you're welcome to contact us or call us here at the shop, 505-862-9443. And if you're just joining us, welcome to T.Skies Jewelry Show. We're just a little over halfway through. And if you see something you like, leave a comment below and we'll get to you. Hi Elise, good to see you. And we were just talking about this old, it's classic. It's older than vintage. Fred Harvey era Native American jewelry.
Do you know what type of turquoise that is, or is that just?
You know?
It's hard to match
It's
because
hard-
it's so old.
It's old.
Mhm.
This turquoise could have been nice and blue when it came out, and they didn't use stabilizing agents very much at that time. Stabilizers, you hear about stabilized turquoise. Stabilized turquoise kind of gets a bad rap because there's a wide range of stabilized. That could be anything from plastic that has powder in it, turquoise powder, and then they call it stabilized turquoise, which I don't think is right, and we don't like selling that kind of turquoise. But stabilized could also mean stabilizing anything you use to stabilize the hardness of the stone or stabilize the color of the stone. Ancient Egyptians used to use beeswax on their turquoise. They would rub beeswax on the top, and it just protected it from the elements.
Mhm.
So that in theory would be considered stabilized turquoise because you rub beeswax on it, it stabilizes the color, it keeps the color the same for many years, and you can keep applying beeswax. Other stabilizers nowadays are oils and other things that they put in the stone to help it keep its color. A lot of the natural turquoise that were coming out of mines during this time period, they really weren't doing anything besides just putting the natural stone in the piece, and you see a lot of color change. You may have some turquoise jewelry yourself that you love, that you keep and you wear all the time, and maybe you touch it. You might notice after 20 years or so that your piece of turquoise is changing color, and that's probably because it's a natural stone without any stabilization on it.
Now, did we get the size on that one?
We didn't have the size. Uh-oh, here we
Size.
go. Wanna try it?
You're lucky I'm here to remind you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of the reasons also that you don't want to wear your jewelry when you're doing the dishes or around a lot of chemical if you're cleaning.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen some ladies cleaning and they have all their jewelry on, and I think they're like, oh, that turquoise.
A little over 5 on the cuff.
Five and a quarter on the cuff. Oh, look at that!
Thank you, Devin.
Yeah.
Pierce.
Devin.
Hey, Devin just showed up with a This is for Stanford.
Stanford.
A 7.5-inch Emerson cup. Emerson is the Bill family. Emerson Bill. His wife Nora Bill and Emerson both work together, and they do some beautiful Navajo stamp work jewelry. In this case, this is a repoussé piece. I know I'm right in the middle of this other piece,
Oh, yes.
but I
Yeah.
totally got interrupted. I'm sorry. I just got excited. Well,
Did you find the size on that one though?
yeah,
that
let's go
one?
back to the
Yes.
Fred Harvey, and then I'll.
Yeah, so this
then I'll
is
talk.
5 1/4 on the cuff and we're about inch and a quarter
Inch and a quarter-ish. Yeah, so it's
another 6.5.
on the gap there.
it's a 6.5 inch. 6.5 inch. We can go 6 to 6.5 on this old vintage jewelry piece. Look at that. Look at that. Applique the stamp work on the sides. These are very classic designs.
And someone mentioned they love the arrowhead piece on it. It's
Oh
beautiful.
yeah,
Arrowheads are
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool.
different.
My grandfather used to collect those.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he put them in the cases and put them on the walls and stuff?
Yeah. Yep. My mom has the case.
Yeah,
Yep.
those are super valuable. Some of those
Yeah.
old arrowheads.
Yeah.
You know, you don't really see them. Ooh, the snakes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't even notice that.
Did you see the snakes on the side?
Yeah. They're like,
This was probably a lot of the native jewelers that worked with Fred Harvey were Navajo, but you wouldn't see a Navajo putting snake.
no.
bracelet.
That is true.
But.
Yeah,
Did-
you do.
Yeah. But however, if this was a snake priest person that was like a member of the Zuni tribe, then that is possible. And so this is kind of telling me that this may have been a Pueblo artist that worked with Mr. Harvey. You don't really see snakes on Fred Harvey jewelry. So this is a very, very unique piece. I don't know why I didn't see that before. I just saw the design.
Yeah. That's what caught my attention right away. It was like, oh, see, look at that. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
that's super awesome. This piece was number 8 or number 7?
Number 7.
No.
Number 7. This was originally priced at $750. It's on sale today, $150 off. So we can let it go today for $600. This is a one-of-a-kind piece. This belongs in a museum. Honestly, with the snake design on a Fred Harvey piece, I need to document that. If you buy it, I would like to take pictures and do like a blog post or something on it before, just because I don't know, I'm a nerd and I like documenting the collection that we've seen. But that's super rare. So Lisa Lockhart, little
I think
windy,
Jen is calling out people.
snake on the side.
It's like, you would love this.
Yeah, super awesome. Anyway, moving on past that one.
Number 8.
Lisa Lewis Dillard, you think Jan?
I think she's just calling out people who might be interested in that specific piece. Jan's good about that. She's always like, you would
She
love
knows
this.
who.
She
She
knows
knows.
who has
That's
a
a good
collection.
friend,
Okay, we're squeezing in a piece in between our numbers here. We're gonna call this number
7.5.
7.5. Congratulations, we've received 100 messages today.
Ooh.
Yay.
One bell.
We have a piece we mentioned earlier. I believe it was Stanford said, "Hey, do you have any 7.5-inch bracelets?" And Devin came running down with a 7.5-inch bracelet. This is a Navajo stamp work. We call this repoussé. The bump out stamps is what the artists call them, but the French and other jewelers say repoussé, and I don't know, it kind of stuck. So this is a repoussé sterling silver cuff by Emerson Bill, known for his really deep, thick stamp work. And This piece is $375 retail. Let's see what that is. Calculators out.
That's a 7.5?
That is a, well, let's measure it to make sure. I'm just trusting that
Oh, what they write.
Yeah. times. We're gonna take $75 off, so it'll be 300. This one's for you, Stanford.
There's
You're
Stafford.
asking.
So that's $300?
That will be $300. Yeah.
$300.
Wow.
Yeah.
How big is that? Yes.
Yeah.
6 with a 1.5 inch gap is would be
Mhm.
7.5. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mhm. Very neutral, so you can layer it.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
like a good men's bracelet.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it's very
bold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bold. Kind of this square border. Men have
Yeah.
that square. Women have those nice curves, and men
Uh-huh.
have that like sharp angles.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Sharp looking.
we'll just call this the Stafford bracelet. Put that right in the middle. All right, $300 for that piece today. If you have men in the family with
Mhm.
larger wrists, then here's your chance. We really don't have many bracelets this size, so jump on it while it's out. Okay, where were we at?
Number 8.
Number 8.
Number 8. Another Fred Harvey piece.
Mhm.
This is nice and
That
petite.
is so
Yeah, I
pretty.
love that.
Wow. I love the arrows
Oh, look,
too.
look at that richness of the turquoise. Can you see that one? Like right there in the corner how it starts turning green a little bit?
Oh yeah.
That's probably where it was being touched.
Oh.
Yeah, good old natural turquoise. Sheena just throws
Wait,
it on
hold
her wrist.
on. That is gorgeous.
Wow. Old.
Yeah.
Again, 1940s, most likely.
Oh.
Classic Fred Harvey collection. Old stamp work and arrows. There's some stamp work that trails all the way around the cuff onto the sides. You can see that. Beautiful.
A lot of arrowheads in those
Yeah,
vintage
that's a lot of
pieces.
arrowheads.
Yeah. We should do more arrowheads stuff. We should do an
Yeah.
arrowhead line.
Bring back the
Just-
trend.
Yeah.
I like that arrowhead
Yeah.
line.
Some arrowhead earrings, and maybe we need to get making our own stamps, and we can do some arrowhead stamps that you don't see
Yeah.
anywhere else. Cool.
Cool.
That is an amazing. I think that's my favorite piece today.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
This is also priced with the Fred Harvey pieces. Originally $750, taking $150 off, so it will be priced at $600.
And what's the size on that one?
Let's find out.
It looks like it's bigger.
That's. Oh my god.
So I like putting the big numbers on the inside, and lining up the. Because then when you go all the way around,
Mm-hmm.
getting stuck on the tag, the number will be right there. 5 1/4 with a 1 inch gap. So 6 1/4. This is a small. It fits Sheena.
Mm-hmm.
We can.
It fits.
you can-
Yeah.
You can squeeze it down a little bit.
It's nice. I like that.
Awesome. Yeah.
1940s.
1940s.
Mhm.
Cool. We have another vintage piece. This piece is cool. Have you ever seen a stone like this?
No, actually.
Yeah, that's called pitcher jasper. Because it looks like a pitcher.
Yeah.
It's like a like a lake scene maybe, and the reflection of
It
the
does.
lake. And
Mhm.
anyway, we've got this old piece. We're talking about this stone. Ooh, that's hard to see with those lights, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna put it down like that. It's a little darker on camera than in real life. It's
So
called
Maria says she will take number 8.
Number 8 is
Number
yours,
8.
Maria. Congratulations.
Yay!
All right, we'll
Got
set
that
that aside. We'll put your name
Fred
down.
Harvey vintage. Let's see. Hey, congrats, Maria.
That is really awesome.
You'll love it. It looks so gorgeous.
Yeah, good,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
great find.
Hmm. Number 8. And how much is it?
That one is well 750, so 600.
750 is that so 600.
Can you write Fred Harvey on here?
Oh yeah, Fred Harvey.
Yeah.
I'll put it right here.
Congratulations, Maria. We'll be in contact, or you can call us here. Devin's ready to take phone calls up there. 505-862-9443. All right. Ding, ding, ding. Where did the bell icon come from?
I didn't even know.
I don't know, I copied and pasted it. I don't know. I was like, might as well use it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Cool.
Do they have a like a ringing bell too?
I don't know. I'll have to look through it. Through all the photos. I bet there is one. It'd be fun.
Anyway, back to this vintage picture Jasper. It's almost a scene, like a nature scene. It looks
Mhm.
like so my dad's side of the family's from Maine, and we have a cabin on a lake.
Ah,
that's what it
I was
reminds
gonna
me
say,
of.
that's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I spent my summers out there. That
Uh-huh.
reminds me of my childhood. I really like
Huh.
that piece. It's a little lighter in real life than I think
Mhm.
the camera's really picking up.
Yeah, it is lighter. It looks dark down there.
Yeah, but nice color. Old.
Mhm.
It's an old piece. This may be. It's definitely after the Fred Harvey era, but you can tell it's inspired by that same era
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
as these other pieces.
Mhm.
You got the leaves on there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Handmade stamped leaves.
What is that on this side? Oh, for some reason I think it's never mind.
It's
It's
like a
called
flower.
Picture
Yeah.
Jasper.
Picture
Picture
Jasper.
Jasper?
'Cause it looks
Okay.
like a picture.
Very befitting.
Yeah.
Mr. Jasper.
This piece measures
Mhm.
5 1/4, so it's just a little over 5 1/4, with a 1 1/4 inch gap. So we're looking at 6 1/2. We could probably do 6 to 6 1/2. I don't want to manipulate this one too much. It's old. This could be ingot silver or possibly coin silver. Definitely enough sterling that, the copper part of the sterling is what gives that nice patina.
Mhm.
So sterling silver is 92.5% silver. The other
90,
seven,
Isn't it?
92.5.
Okay.
So you'll see a stamp on the back of stuff 925.
Oh.
That's the 92.5% silver. That is the fine silver that's in sterling silver. The other 7.5% usually is copper, and that gives it strength, so it makes it harder. If you make jewelry like this in fine silver,
Mhm.
sometimes it's too soft and it starts wearing away, and the stamps will go right through it. So add that copper to give it that strength to keep it from breaking. But also, that's what gives it the patina. The
Mhm.
copper inside the silver is what turns dark,
Mhm.
and that's what's turning that dark.
Yeah.
There's another type of sterling silver that's commonly used in the jewelry industry. There are a couple alloys that they call deox silver that don't oxidize like that. Argentium silver is probably one of the most well known.
Yeah, it's like in the 80s, right?
Yeah. argentium is added instead of just copper, and it doesn't tarnish like this. So if you see a piece made with argentium silver, it kind of has a cold look to it. Sterling silver, maybe because we look at silver all day, I can tell the difference.
Yeah.
But that this silver here, on any of these pieces,
Mhm.
it has this nice little glow to it. It's like a little hue of orange or red,
Mhm.
and it just feels warm and nice.
It does. Yeah.
I've seen argentium silver, and it's really nice that it doesn't tarnish, but maybe I'm just biased because I grew up with sterling silver. But it just has this cold feel, that it kind of has this blue hue
Well, I
to it a
know
little
a
bit.
lot of people use argentium for what's called reticulation because it has so little silver in it and a lot of copper in it. What you can do is you can bring the silver to the surface and have a copper core, and if you heat it enough, you get like these fractal-esque, like lightning bolt structures.
Oh man, we're getting
on
nerdy
it.
now.
I love silver. I love it.
Anyway, Marco, we got to do a show, and we just got to do a nerd show, and we just
Yeah.
talk about.
I'll bring in all my crazy silver.
Yeah, we got all the
There you go.
different
All
silver
my
owls
owls
and
and
stuff.
just random cast and stuff.
Cool. Anyway, this picture Jasper piece is originally $450. We're on sale today for $360.
Wow.
Good price.
That is a good price.
Invest in silver right now.
Mhm.
It's going to be probably $40 an ounce here in the next few months.
Mhm.
I know. Buy all the silver we can. It's a great investment.
Yes. Very artsy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. See how big it is.
Does it fit on your wrist?
Yeah. Well, almost. There.
Let's zoom out.
The highlight of my daily show.
Happy Friday.
Yeah,
Happy
TGIF.
Is that Betty?
Yeah.
Thank you, Betty. It's good to see you.
Great price too.
All right. Last piece of the day. This is a T.Skies co-op original. It was a collaboration between a couple artists. I think I made the flanks, the side pieces. I think Kevin Correes did the soldering, and I think maybe Devin did the cutting. This is a piece of turquoise from a really really well known turquoise mine, because it's interesting. It's got like this calico pattern. It is turquoise. The mine is called Cortland Plume. If you look that up, you really won't see much jewelry with it. It was a very small mine. Cortland Plume turquoise. The flanks on the side are the flower flanks from our Bosque boho line. It's on a thick 3-shank silver cuff. This is a larger piece.
Yeah.
This was made 3 years ago. Stone measures 1 inch. The cuff is thick. It feels real thick.
Little sturdy.
Can't
Yeah.
lose that.
5.5 with a 1.5 inch gap. This is a size 7. We will size it for you within 1 inch or so if you're interested here at the shop. Cortland Plume, turquoise. I'm going to call it the boho bracelet because it's got the Bosque boho flower flanks. Hi, from Arizona.
Said it was a size 7.
It is a size 7. 5.5 inch cuff with a 1.5 inch gap. Gorgeous. All right, this is the price on this piece was $600. We're taking $120 off. It's on sale today for $480. And that is the Cortland Plume Bosque Boho bracelet.
Mhm.
Yeah. Cool. If you have any questions on any of these pieces, let me know. We're going to go through them real fast one more time. Last chance. Did number 8 sale? Yes. Oh.
Oh,
Number
Nope.
8 sale?
Yeah, the
wait.
Oh, yeah, this one is supposed to be there. There we
Oh,
go.
it's the
Yes,
vintage
number
one.
8 did sell. Number 8 is gone.
Mhm.
Sorry, Jess. I know you wanted it.
We have a number 9. Just kidding. Also vintage.
All right. Let's go through these here real fast. First, we have 3 of the Richard Ortiz Hopi overlay bracelets.
Ooh, those look all nice together.
We have 1 at the bottom, 2 at the top, and 3 in the middle. All 3 of these bracelets are authentic Hopi silversmith overlay bracelets, handmade. They are all retail for $500, and they're on sale today for $400. So if you see one of the pieces that you like there, give us a shout. We don't have a lot of Hopi pieces, and when we do, they don't last very long. So jump on it now if you're a collector and you want the Hopi piece that you won't see. Oh, this is number 2, huh?
Yeah.
Number 3
3,
and number 1.
1.
Next we have the vintage Wilson Begay, probably made in the 90s.
It's gorgeous. This reminds me of my grandma's.
Yeah,
Yeah, they would always wear. They combine together.
Yeah, love that.
the
Yeah.
turquoise coral.
Yeah, turquoise and coral together. Very pretty. That's a really good price, though.
That is a
for
great
this.
price.
That's a
That-
great price.
It's retailing for $450, which is already a good price. We're taking 20% off.
20% off.
We're
okay.
selling it today for
Mhm.
$360.
30, 60. Wow.
All right,
Okay.
Wilson Begay. Coral cluster bracelet.
Calabaza.
Mark Calabaza
Yeah, Mark Calabaza.
from the Gallup area, Navajo. This piece is originally $500 and on sale today for $400. Right. Our number 6.
number 7.
Oh.
Number 6 sold.
Number 6 is gone. Number 7 is our Fred Harvey. Very unique piece. We've got this snake on the sides. Probably made by a very, very early Pueblo silversmith. Most likely, probably Zuni. Zuni have the snake priests with an old turquoise stone centered in the middle to bring color to the piece. Vintage 1940s. This piece was originally $750. Will be on sale today for $600. We've got our pitcher jasper.
Oh, we're gonna show that 7.5.
Oh yeah, we've got a 7.5. I'll add that one at the end.
Okay.
We've got our pitcher jasper vintage piece. Originally $450, on sale for $360. And then finally, we've got our T.Skies original Cortland Plume turquoise. Stone's really rare. 3-shank silver cuff. Cortland Plume Bosque boho bracelet. Originally $600, on sale for $480. Awesome, that is it. If you have any, oh, you know what? And then we have our 7.5. This is an Emerson Bill bracelet. It's a men's cuff, I believe. Women can wear it too, but I would wear it if it fit me. It's a little big. It's a 7.5, 7.5 inch wrist. $375 on sale today for $300. So awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
just
Mhm.
swing around in that thing. So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining us on the show today. If you have any questions about jewelry in general, I would like to be on the shows more often. I know I'm pretty busy, and I know I'm not as pretty as Janice or Jessica, but that's why we have these lovely ladies here to balance that out. And I hope we're going to be seeing more of both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
and maybe next week or in a couple weeks we could do a show together.
Yeah.
I can just be on the sidelines and cheer you on.
There you go. Hey.
Yeah, thank you for joining. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a great
See you guys. Have a
weekend.
good
Bye.
weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.